Okay, so I finished the last video telling you that all you have to do is put the two names together, the cation name with the anion name, and say them together. And I lied. You might have guessed, there's one more, at least, complication that we need to study. It's almost true, that's almost all there is, but in some cases, we have to add one more thing. So if you remember, we said when you look at metals on the periodic table, or elements on the periodic table, that anything in this column, when it's in an ionic bond, will get a positive 1 charge. This column, positive 2. Over here, positive 3, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. And then this weird triangle in here that was positive 3, positive 2, and positive 1. But that the ones in the middle had variable charge, so we didn't know for sure what their charge was going to be unless we were told or we figured it out from the compound that it was in. So we still have to deal with those. How do you deal with that when you don't know what the charge is? When I said sodium in those previous compounds, well, we know what sodium is. It always has a positive 1 charge. But when you say titanium, how do you know? Titanium can be a positive 2 or sometimes a positive 4. Chromium can be anything, pretty much up to positive 6. Even more in weird cases. So we have a really simple way to do that. All we do is we put the charge in parentheses after the metal, and we use Roman numerals. So, we had seen on our previous video that titanium can bond 2 different ways with oxygen. And you can see what's actually going on in each of these ways. This one is a titanium 2 plus with an O2 negative. This other one has 2 oxygens that each have a 2 negative. So the titanium there must be a 4 positive to have made a neutral compound. And you know it's neutral because there's no charge written up here. So it must be a neutral compound. So the way we would name these otherwise would seem to be the same. This is titanium, and this is a single element negative charge, so we use oxide. We change the ending to "ide." Oxygen becomes oxide. Titanium oxide. But because the distinction here is this is a titanium oxide with a titanium 2 positive, this is a titanium oxide with a titanium 4 positive, what we're going to do is we're going to put that charge as a Roman numeral after the metal name. Titanium 2 oxide, titanium 4 oxide. That's it. So have some practice and enjoy.